Mr. No Bag of Cheer. I wanted to go over a short story about a recent trip that I had to Atlanta. And I had a layover through Atlanta, heading into neighboring city, Birmingham. I was waiting for a friend. And so I decided to get something to eat and drink. So I went to, a local restaurant. And so I was only there about 2, maybe 3 hours or so. So I sat there. It wasn't very busy for a while, and then started to have some people come in. So there was one gentleman that came in. Wasn't very old. I would probably say maybe mid 30s, or between mid 30s and early 40s, maybe. He came in and said, asked if anyone was sitting next to me. I said, no, you can go ahead, it's yours. And so he sat down, ordered his food, and I didn't say anything to him until about 30, 40 minutes or so, and his plate came out. And at the particular restaurant, I did not see that on the menu. And he stated, you just have to, order, such and such and such and such. I said, oh, okay. And so a few moments later, a group of maybe 3 guys, 2 girls or so came and sat on the opposite end of the bar. And so I heard one of the gentlemen lowly say, who sits at the bar and not drink? Well, the guy that sat next to me didn't have a drink. I didn't notice that because I don't pay attention to other people's plates like that, Well, I do pay attention to the plate, because I'm a little greedy at times. But I wasn't looking at, what anyone was drinking. But I didn't notice it, but it wasn't my concern. I didn't really, go over that because it is the bar. But it wasn't my business. But for some reason, he said something. No, I asked him what that dish was and how did he order it. And he said, like I said, he just ordered off the bar this way or whatever he said. I don't recall. But we just started talking, and he was like, I work for this, I do the trucks, and he started going into a lot of things. And he was like, what job is good? And, he does over-the-road truck driving. And I was like, oh, there's something me and my buddy were talking about, getting into the transportation business. And I was just getting information. We were just talking, and he was like, and I asked him, why has he never bought a truck of his own if he's doing CDL driving and everything like that? And he basically said he doesn't want to deal with the overhead because he's heading into a retirement life and he doesn't want to have to deal with it. He'll just take his money per week, which he stated was pretty good money for just being him. Great conversation, and he was saying, man, if you can get drivers, I would do it. But he was like, if he was my age, I would go into the trucking business. But he was saying at his age, it's too much of a hassle for him to want to do that. So it's easier for him to focus on just the driving side of it. And I said, it definitely makes sense. So to continue on, he got into a point of saying that his girl left him. And I don't know, after so many years, 15, 20 years, and she left him. And I'm like, no, I'm sorry to hear that. And the reason why is the scary part. And I'm not bashing anybody or anything like that. This is just the reality of this man's situation. And he goes on to say, well, right now I'm fighting cancer. If you look at this man, you would have never guessed that. He said, yeah, I'm fighting cancer. And I'm living with my mom right now while I'm doing that and working and everything like that. So in my mind, I'm thinking, boom, that's why he's not drinking. So we continued on, and I gave him some words of encouragement because that's a lot to go through. People leaving you when you're at the worst, when you need them the most. And I was just sitting there minding my business. And I probably wouldn't have spoke to me because I don't have the friendliest face sitting down at the bars or whatever. But something, we just connected in it. And I just told him, man, just keep fighting. I support you. Just keep fighting. Don't give up. He's like, I'm keep fighting. And all those guys at the other end of the bar, and I didn't do that for this. It just came out that way. They were quiet. They stopped talking. See, we do so much talking and we don't know what people are going through. People celebrate leaving people. They celebrate destruction when people are fighting for their lives, literally. Everything is not a joke. And now I bet they're looking at themselves thinking, I'm an idiot because I said that. And in reality, they're not. It's just sometimes we look at things, we look at people, and we don't understand what they're going through. So for me, is you never know what someone else is going through. Appreciate the people that are going to be there with you through thick and thin. Because everyone isn't going to be there for you. So I just wanted to say I wish that man nothing but blessings. I hope education to the other gentleman, and be there for people. Take care of yourselves, take care of your health, take care of your mental. And before you make a decision on someone else, maybe not, just don't make the decision unless it's something positive. No bags.